We are back.
Yes.
Diamond K Morning Show with
Rifah,
Queen Dope in the building.
Yeah.
And so it was very controversial last week.
Pepsi commercial.
This Pepsi commercial.
Yes.
That just sparked all type of outrage. It was posted on YouTube and social media.
Right.
Just lit this one up.
On fire.
Including
Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter.
Yeah.
Had a piece in it.
Okay. Did you have a chance to check out the commercial?
I did.
As did I.
I actually seen it on TV.
You saw it on TV?
Yes.
Queen Dope, have you had a chance to check this out yet?
I haven't.
You have heard the backlash, no doubt.
Of course.
But I mean, ultimately, some people took offense to what they deem as Pepsi trying to borrow imagery from Black Lives Matter.
Dehumanize.
Right, and trivialize the protests
Yes.
that sparked after the killings of black people by the police. So that's why some people are upset about this.
Right.
Rifah, were you personally offended by the Pepsi commercial?
I kind of didn't pay it that much attention. I just felt like, because I honestly didn't even recognize thought it was just a regular Pepsi commercial. It wasn't until I seen it the second time that I realized, oh, okay, I understand why people are up in arms with the failed attempt to kind of say, we need to lighten up. Let's all get together and drink Pepsi.
Yeah. Some people were asking, how did this ad even get approved? Pepsi is a $150 billion company.
Yes, they can get to have anybody they so choose to.
Yeah.
They get to do anything they so choose to, and that's what they so choose to do. And then, but what I do commend them for is they took it down fast, and they also issued an apology letter, not just to the fans and people everywhere who have a dispute, but also to Kylie Jenner herself.
Yeah. Pepsi said that they clearly missed the mark.
Yes, clearly missed the mark.
They clearly missed the mark, and they apologized for it. And like you said, they pulled it down. But is there really something wrong with one of the biggest companies in the world
Wanting peace?
Promoting an ad and trying to bring the country together at a time when we are very, very fractured?
I don't think.
What's wrong with that?
No, I don't think it's anything wrong with it. But I think that mixing the two tones was the issue. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't have a big argument, a big fight. You can't see people trying to do a peaceful protest, but then you have police officers coming to beat them down and blah, blah, blah. But then at the end say, but we're just going to drink Pepsi, because that is what Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter said. If only her father knew the power of Pepsi. The
fact that the Pepsi ad could get so many people talking, you mean?
No, the fact that because what it is in the ad is it looks like they're saying, okay, well, we know this person is over here getting shot dead, and we know this woman is over here getting beat, but out of all of that, we just gonna drink a Pepsi.
So you gotta move that finger off the finish button.
That's what
Queen Dope.
That's what it is.
If you move that finger off the finish button.
And you just have to take into consideration that when Martin Luther King was alive, Pepsi wasn't going to stop them dogs from being sicked on them. Yeah. Pepsi wasn't going to stop the water from the fire.
Well, there's nothing that would have stopped that at that point.
Pepsi wasn't going to stop them from getting beat with billy clubs and locked up and lynched and carry on. So if it didn't work then, it's most certainly not going to work now. And as I said earlier, we didn't have a voice back then to voice these kind of concerns because we were considered less than human. Now we're saying, we're not our grandparents, we're not our great grandparents. If we find something offensive, we're going to say something.
Do you think that there's a point where we can be too damn sensitive?
Yes.
I mean, here's my thing. Pepsi makes a commercial. Okay.
People
fine.
still gonna drink Pepsi.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink Pepsi. First, I don't drink soda. But the fact that Pepsi made this commercial does not make or break the Black Lives Matter movement.
It doesn't, but it's just like adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
We're already in high tensions. So
Yeah.
why on earth would you put something out that could add flames to something that's already burning?
I think that while the commercial was tone deaf, I think that their intent was not to fan any flames.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that now they got some bad advice.
Yes.
As to what to do.
Somebody might be fired.
I'm sure this process probably lasted 6 to 8 months to put this whole thing together, to negotiate and all that kind of stuff. Several millions of dollars that they spent to make this commercial.
You have to get everybody, involved, and it takes
20
a
to
lot.
50 people probably involved in putting this whole commercial together.
Wardrobe, and positioning, and location, and of course, it takes a lot to film a commercial, but that's what happens. There was a Sony ad not Sony, but there was a PlayStation ad with a white person holding a black person by their face. That is considered offensive because you're looking at a white person grabbing a black person by the face. But at the same time, everybody's still playing the Xbox, everybody's still playing the PlayStations, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people are allowed to make mistakes. They made a mistake.
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
They made a mistake. They dealt with it. It's not the first company that made a mistake or the
definitely not
first
gonna be the
company
last.
that tried to throw something like this real quick in front of us, and it just didn't work this time.
And that's
try again.
definitely an example. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. What's your social media?
It's Rifah to you.
Rifah to you.
Rifah to you. Or
Queen Dope, what's your social media? Oh, you turned your mic off?
Or
Okay.
call in 404-436-1277, radioonfire.com.
Yes.
Radio on Fire is a digital network covering breaking news, sports, and entertainment. Check out our daily programs, articles, and all types of exclusive urban content right now at radioonfire.com.